Your kindness isn't a virtue, it's a map. Every yes, every reflexive smile, and every submissive nod provides the exact coordinates of your weaknesses. You think you are building bridges, but you are actually handing the predator a blueprint to your own destruction. You aren't good, you're just predictable. And predictable people are easy to break. Pay attention. This is the only warning you'll get.
Watch the way you enter a room. You think you're being polite. I see a man broadcasting his own surrender. It starts with the eyes. You look down when a superior looks at you. That's not respect. That's the primitive response of a subordinate animal signaling it is not a threat. You are clearing the path for your own displacement. Then there is the bobblehead. You nod at everything they say. You're so terrified of a moment of friction that you signal agreement before they've even finished a sentence. You are begging for their approval, and in doing so, you have handed them the leash. You've told the room that your own opinion is secondary to the comfort of others. Listen to your voice. It's the uptalk. Every statement you make ends with a rising inflection, as if it were a question. I'll have that report to you by 5? You aren't giving information, you are asking for permission to exist. These are the subtextual leaks of the weak. Your body is screaming that you are a resource to be used, not a force to be reckoned with. To the predator, these signals are like blood in the water. They don't see a colleague, they see a soft target. Power is never static. It is a fluid that seeks the lowest point. In every meeting, a silent audit is taking place. The players are vetting the room. They aren't looking for the loudest voice. That's usually just a mask for insecurity. No, they are looking for the leak. When a dominant personality enters a room, they exert a small amount of social pressure, a subtle jab, a slight interruption. This isn't random, it's a test of the perimeter. If you react with an immediate conciliatory smile, you have failed the audit. If you move your physical body to accommodate their space without them asking, you have labeled yourself as utility. The architect knows that a person who cannot say no is a person who has no yes worth having. You are a blank check with no balance. Every time you prioritize getting along over holding ground, you are inviting the predator to take a seat at your table, and they will take it. Stop being the path of least resistance. Resistance is what creates value. The most dangerous drug in the corporate world is the need to be liked. Seeking validation is a submissive drive. When you aim for likability, you're essentially auditioning for a role in someone else's script. In the hierarchy of power, liked is the consolation prize given to those who aren't respected. People like their pets. They like their subordinates. They like anyone who makes their lives easier without demanding anything in return. Look at the most powerful figures in any industry. They are the ones whose absence causes a vacuum. They don't waste energy on a smile that isn't earned. When you prioritize being liked, you become a yes man by default. You sacrifice your long-term strategy for a short-term hit of social dopamine. You avoid the hard conversations. You soften your edges to fit in. But in doing so, you become a ghost. The architect knows that respect is earned in the moments where you are willing to be disliked. If you cannot handle the heat of someone's temporary disapproval, you will never hold the keys to the room. Discard the need for a fan club. Stop asking if they like you. Start asking if they can afford to lose you. It is time to discard the mask of the pleaser. To reclaim the board, you must adopt a new operating system, the neutral cold baseline. Most people operate at a warm, pleasing frequency. They project a constant stream of social data, smiles, and nods. This makes them hackable. Neutral cold is not anger. It is information blackout. When you enter a room, your face is a blank slate. You do not offer a reflexive smile to ease the tension. You do not fill the silence with nervous chatter. You are a steady, unblinking observer. Think of the power of a vacuum. Human psychology fears it. When you offer nothing, others will rush to fill the void. They will over-explain their positions. They will try to win a reaction from you. In that moment, the hierarchy has shifted. You are no longer seeking their approval. They are performing for yours. This is your new optics. Your energy is now a high-value currency. If you choose to speak, your words carry the weight of a decree because they aren't preceded by an apology. Stop being a mirror. Become the black hole. Silence is the ultimate social solvent. It dissolves masks. Most people are terrified of it. They see a gap in conversation as a wound that needs to be stitched shut. In The Architect, silence is a blade. When someone makes a demand or delivers a veiled insult, do nothing. Do not defend yourself. Simply look at them. Maintain the neutral, cold baseline and let the silence hang in the air like a suffocating fog. Watch what happens. The other person will begin to experience a status panic. Their brain will interpret your silence as total dominance. They will start to offer concessions you didn't even ask for. In negotiation, the first person to speak after a long pause loses the leverage. By holding the silence, you are signaling that your internal state is not governed by their presence. Practice the 5-second rule. No blinking, no nodding, just a cold, analytical gaze. They aren't just hearing the silence, they are hearing the sound of their own leverage evaporating. The nice person views conflict as a failure. The architect views conflict as a tool for recalibration. If you never push back, you have no borders, and a territory without borders is simply common land. It is time to weaponize your no. In the mindset of a pleaser, no is a dirty word followed by a frantic list of excuses. Stop. Every excuse you offer is a piece of your sovereignty you are handing away. The transition to controlled aggression is surgical. When you say no, let it be a period, not a comma. I won't be doing that. That doesn't work for my priorities. No. The lack of an explanation is what creates the power. It forces the other person to wonder why you are so confident. People do not respect those who are always available. They respect those who have a high cost of entry. Your no is what gives your yes value. Controlled aggression is the ability to walk to the edge of conflict and show them that you are perfectly comfortable staying there. Be the wall, not the door. You have dismantled the nice guy. You have sterilized the pleaser. What remains is the architect. Look at the board now. The people who once overlooked you are now checking their own behavior when you enter the room. The predators who sensed an easy meal have moved on. By becoming less agreeable, you have become more formidable. This doesn't mean you never show kindness. It means your kindness is now a strategic reward. When you choose to be warm, it has the impact of a solar flare because it is contrasted against your neutral cold baseline. You are no longer reacting to the world. The world is reacting to you. You have stopped playing for likability and started playing for leverage. You have realized that the only person's approval you need is the one staring back at you in the mirror, and that person is finally looking like a master, not a servant. The strings are in your hands now. The game hasn't changed, but you have. Welcome to the observatory.